to the day we've all been looking forward to. The start of a new NBA season on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Tim Legler, along with our reporter, Allie LaForce. And the Houston Rockets starting five. In the backcourt, we'll see Van Vliet and Thompson. Alperen Sengun out there with Tari Eason. And it's KD in at the small forward position. And for the Thunder, Holmgren plays at the 4 with Hartenstein at the center spot. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3. Well, no doubt these players, GA, are eager to get this season going.
Listen, there's definitely some nerves, but it's mainly excitement. This is their first chance to showcase all the hard work they put in during the offseason.
Now here's Thompson. Back to Van Vliet. Sengun with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Van Vliet can't get it to go. Outside, SGA. His three-pointer's off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Van Vliet passes to Durant. And the dunk by Eason.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. Van Vliet against Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside, Dort. A three-pointer off the mark. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
I had a chance to catch up with Mark Dagnall. The first thing on his mind was not letting Kevin Durant beat them. He said, quote, even if it means playing off other guys, we cannot let KD get comfortable. We have to be right up in his jersey the entire game. We're going to see some aggressive D on Durant tonight by the sound of this. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. Here's SGA. After the made shot from KD, lets it go with a 3. And Dort gets it to go.
And when you have Dort on your side, this is what he brings on the offensive end. Great off the catch and fire.
Sengun trying to free himself up, and they pick up 2.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Well, it's forcing them to guard at all 3 levels.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That one, no good. KD on the wing. And it's good off the back rim and in. 6 points for KD.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. Misses the 3.
That's a tough start for them offensively. Now just 1 for 5 from the field. They've got to find their groove.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Outside Williams. The Thunder with another miss.
So the defense should consider themselves lucky there because he's not usually one to miss those kinds of looks.
Fades away. And again, the Rockets good for 2.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
And one thing about this league we know, momentum can change in an instant.
They've worked hard to get this lead. Can't start giving up easy slams all of a sudden.
Yeah, GA, that's right. And that was easy. Gift wrap for him.
That's the kind of play that can spark a run. A dunk like that energizes everyone on the team.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, hard to find a more respected vet in this league than point guard Fred VanVleet. The heady vet will now also guide the Players Union in his new role of president, replacing CJ McCollum. As a guy who went from being undrafted to an all-star to signing a max contract, he can certainly relate to most every player in the league.
He has come a long way. Okay, Shams, we thank you for that report. Courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, here's a peek at the league's top scorers from a season ago. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, number 1.
And he's not going to forget that season anytime soon. And it's safe to say neither will anyone who watched him.
Outside, Williams. Outside, Dort. Shot clock at 6. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
If Gilgeous-Alexander gets into this kind of rhythm from deep, he is even more dangerous.
Durant with a wide open look. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. SGA up top, covered by Van Vliet. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's KD. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Dort passes to SGA. Holmgren in the corner. No good with the triple. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. 7-point differential. They're getting their first look at the Thunder. Their first game of the NBA's regular season.
Yeah, and they're hoping for a better showing against this club this season. Last year they came out on the losing end.
Now here's SGA. After the miss from KD. And it's good for 2.
But what a steady presence offensively and a very difficult player to game plan for.
With the step back. KD, that's for 2. Again, Durant missing.
And players avoid taking mid-range shots these days. It's almost like the threes are easier for players to get.
Over in the corner, Dort. Outside, SGA. Pulls from the top of the key. The Rockets pull it in. Şengün's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
And the rejection by Holmgren.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He has 5, and that one drops for him. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 7.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. For the Rockets, Smith comes in for Tari Eason, and Shepard subbed in for Fred Van Vliet. Smith dishes to Thompson. It's Durant on the wing. To stop the drought. Nice D from Williams.
they've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here this summer.
And Tim, for all their talent, the Thunder committed to playing the right way.
Well, they are unselfish, they trust one another, and when a team is this committed at the defensive end of the floor, there's really no need to try to do too much offensively or play hero ball.
Durant gets the bucket.
Well, just keep feeding him. He has been lights out.
Gilgeous-Alexander looking around. Outside, Dort, pass to Holmgren. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Outside Durant. Shepard with his screen for Durant. Again, Durant missing.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Dort attacking.
I like when Dort seeks out his offense, using that athleticism well there on the drive.
KD on the wing. Out to Smith from past the arc. Drains it from beyond the arc. And the Rockets lead by 4.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside, Williams. Gets a hand on it. And Hartenstein is right there. Hartenstein's got his second basket of the game.
It's a luxury to have a guy like Hartenstein on the offensive glass, always ready to collect and then finish off on those missed shots.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Hartenstein. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
Well, protecting the rim, plays like that really bolster your defense.
And here's KD for 3. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooter.
Thunder trailing by 5. Dort passes to Williams. Dort against Thompson. Dort kicks to SGA. 6 to shoot. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got 6 rebounds here tonight. KD draws the double. A shot by Thompson. No one's around. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Williams, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Aaron Wiggins comes in for Chet Holmgren. Cason Wallace, he's checked in for Dort. And it's Alex Caruso in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Okogie's checked in for Houston. Aaron Holiday comes in for Amen Thompson. We've got 1:55 left to play in the first quarter. Wiggins passes to Wallace. Caruso, no good on the 3.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
Greg, you look at Alperen Sengun. He's one of the best combinations of force and finesse in the NBA.
And you wonder how he fell to the 16th pick in the 2021 draft. You saw the numbers he was putting up as a 19-year-old in Turkey. Pretty clear he should have gone higher.
Here's Williams. The Rockets making the shot. 1:11 left in the first quarter. Wallace outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Williams from outside connects from three-point range.
Well, that's a really smooth release that time for Williams on the catch and shoot. You can tell he has really put in the work on his jumper.
Now here is Smith. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed a second after making his first. Williams kicks to Williams. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Higgins outside. Pass to Williams. Launches a three. It's rebounded by Houston. Sengun's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Here's Shepard. And it's off from three-point range. Caruso finds Williams. And the layup's good off the glass. Williams has got his second basket of the night.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
So the first quarter is in the books. Rockets on top. They're up by 5. And for 2K Sports, we'll be back here at Paycom Center right after this. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Another highlight for them has been their early ball movement, making quick, decisive passes to set up guys for great looks.
Out on the perimeter, Wallace and Williams. Then it's Aaron Wiggins. Then it's Alex Caruso. And it's Sorber in at the pivot, manning the middle. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second. And so it's Houston with it, following the score by Oklahoma City. And so Houston again turning it over. Here's what Oklahoma City's schedule is looking like. On Thursday, they'll go up against Tyrese Halliburton and the Indiana Pacers. And then on Saturday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the Atlanta Hawks.
And for that game against the Kings, it's a good checkpoint to see how they fare. It's the 5th contest on the year for them and a chance to evaluate where they stand.
Williams, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Wallace with a screen on Smith, and it's Wiggins missing.
He created the opening, he got the angle. Unfortunately, that miss is just on him.
Here's Sengun. Over in the corner, Shepard. Good, and the assist goes to Sengun. Shepard's got his first 3 points of the game.
The shooting ability is incredible. Shepard's got a shot from all over the floor.
Pass to Williams. Wallace with a screen for Williams. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Houston leading by 6. Now, here's Şengün. Lets it go from deep. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
They've been outstanding from beyond the arc this quarter. Their percentage has been climbing steadily.
For three, Williams buries the long-range jumper. Williams has got 8.
Yeah, that's the modern NBA right now. Give up a 3 on one end and have an answer the other way. Williams, great job with the response.
Smith for 3. Caruso grabs the miss. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. It's good, and the Rocket lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Holtz.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Finney Smith gets to Smith. And it's Smith again missing. And it's Williams with the ball for Oklahoma City. Next game, they'll take on the Pacers in Indianapolis at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. That one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team. Tim, when you think about how the game is currently being played, how hard do you think it is to defend?
It's a lot tougher than it used to be because you have much more ground to cover defensively with the number of three-point shooters that are on the floor, plus the number of guys that understand how to draw fouls.
And the league changes, don't they, in the way they officiate, so that is kind of an ever-changing way to grasp what you do on the defensive end.
Yeah, the league has tried to help defenders, give them a little bit more leeway because of how difficult it is to defend this level of skill.
He's checked in for Oklahoma City. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Okogie's checked in for Aaron Holiday. And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. No one near Smith as he lets it go. Another miss by Houston.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
There's Williams. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Houston's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15. Here's Okogie. Hasn't made one yet. Sinks the triple. And the Rockets lead by 4.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Now here's Williams. He's got 11. Here's Caruso. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Shepard with the ball. And you look at these Rockets, Greg, pretty fearsome on the defensive end.
I mean, great length and athleticism on the wings, and a defensive-minded coach in Ime Udoka. They'll make you work for it, no doubt about it.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Shepard. Tim, the Thunder with an MVP in SGA, an all-star in Jalen Williams. Man, this is one deep team.
Well, they may not have the top-tier star power of some other teams, but if they keep playing like this, they will become household names.
Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Isaiah Joe.
You really like the intensity and focus Shepard brings to both ends of the floor.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Here's Shepard. He has 5. Durant drains it from distance.
Nothing to see here, folks. Just another tremendous scoring night from Durant.
Thunder trailing by 9. Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Shepherd. SGA, no good.
And at this point, the defense is daring him to shoot.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks, Kevin. Jalen Williams has become an all-star and a key player for the Thunder. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander said he allows us to really do anything out there because he's so versatile. He's been special for us and is a big reason why we are where we are. He just does whatever it takes to win. Back to you.
He is a big factor. Allie, we appreciate the report. Here's Finney Smith, followed in the score by Oklahoma City.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And Durant sends it back.
And how about the reach of Durant? Terrific job of having that on display defensively.
And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Hartenstein's checked in. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Thompson's checked in. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Williams. Drills it from outside.
And with that threat of the outside jumper, a home run generates space for this offense.
Up top, Durant. He's guarded by Williams. Thompson in the post. Wallace is there. Rocket 6. Pass to KD. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. KD's got 22.
He's going to force them to have to make adjustments. That's number 4 in terms of triples in the half.
Here's SGA. Rockets with the rebound. They've led by as much as 10.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded. Oh, love the determination Smith showed there, refusing to let the contact alter his shot.
Here's SGA. Oh, strong inside. Gilgeous-Alexander.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive stop.
Yeah, he took that up with great confidence. Tremendous finish.
Thompson, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot on the wing. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Wallace finds SGA. Gilgeous-Alexander with great positioning inside.
And when you watch Shai play, you sometimes forget he's 6'6", with sneaky length that helps him around the rim.
Durant dishes to Thompson. KD sets the pick for Thompson. Pass to Shepherd. Sinks the three-pointer. Shepherd's got a pair of triples in the second now for Houston.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
SGA, that's a two-pointer. Another miss by SGA. Rockets leading by 8. Durant with it. Picked up by Hartenstein. Thompson left side. Pass to Shepherd. Şengün with a screen on Hartenstein. Plenty of daylight on that shot. KD's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
From deep, SGA knocks down the 3-ball.
Well, you can see it's a matter of pride out there for these guys.
And the responses often come from the three-point line. That's just today's game.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Caruso. He's checked in for Williams. And it's Dort in for Wallace. Houston also making some changes. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Şengün. Tari Eason comes in for Smith. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Shepard. Now VanVleet. He has yet to score. Outside, KD. A 3-ball. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Hartenstein's got his 8th rebound here tonight. And no questioning the greatness of Kevin Durant. But, Greg, trying to get back into championship contention.
Yeah, and since his 2 titles with the Warriors, disappointment with the Nets and Suns, can he get a shot at another ring?
Shot clock at 2, and it's good on the layup. Hartenstein's got 6.
Yeah, if you've got a 7-footer like Hartenstein with that kind of touch, just get him the ball in the paint and let him go to work.
VanVleet against Gilgeous-Alexander. KD on the wing. He's got 25, just 4 to shoot. 3-pointer. They get it back. Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
And that's Capella getting rewarded for his effort on the glass. Love when that kind of hustle pays off. Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And so VanVleet will bring it up for the Rockets. They've led by as many as 11 points. KD sets the pick for VanVleet. Back to KD. Another shot. And it's laid up and in by Thompson. He has 7.
Timing and athleticism. That's how Thompson won himself the second opportunity.
Dort passes to Caruso. Poke loose and stolen by Thompson. A pull-up, and it's Durant, that time on the assist by Thompson. And now it's a 10-point Rocket lead.
Agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break. It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
That one drops for him. KD's got the lead up to 12 now for the Rockets.
And another bucket for him. What a quarter he has had.
Holmgren with a screen on VanVleet. And stolen by Eason. Thompson from long range. He goes up again. No good that time. Great D that time from Hartenstein. Pass to Holmgren. Now Caruso. Here's SGA. 5 on the clock. It's good. SGA's got 9 points in the quarter.
But I tell you what, SGA is a bona fide superstar, having another huge night.
And here is Durant for the 3. No good that time. And that concludes the first half. Rockets lead by 10. And for 2K Sports, we'll be back here at Paycom Center right after this.
Come one, come all. The 2K halftime is here, and so's our breakdown of the upcoming schedule. Let's check it out. So I have to ask you guys, what's next on your personal schedules?
Oh, well, Ernie, man, I'm taking a long vacation.
Sounds fun. Where at?
Shaq, it's a secret location. When I say secret, it means you're not invited.
Okay, I see how it is, Kenny.
And taking a closer look at that first half, how about Kevin Durant?
Yeah, we've said it before. When KD's in rhythm, there's really no answer. He can shoot over anyone and from anywhere, Ernie.
Amazing what he's done in only one half of play here. That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game, Kevin Harlan and crew, with the second half.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
And that will be the biggest adjustment. They have to force the ball out of his hands, but that's a difficult challenge.
Starting the second half, here's Ime Udoka's 5. The perimeter pair will be Thompson next to Durant. Tari Easton is out there with Alperen Şengün. And it's Van Vliet in at the point guard position.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
It helps that Thompson can score with either hand close to the bucket. Defenders can't force him to one side or the other.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Rockets leading by 12. Van Vliet kicks to Thompson. Back to Van Vliet. Pass to Şengün. Here's Easton. Houston moving the ball around. Takes a step back. Durant for 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists tonight.
And that's a scary sight for the defense. The last thing you want is for Durant to find his rhythm from downtown.
Now here's Williams. He's got 13. The Thunder with another miss.
That's 3 straight misses to start the second half. Not what they wanted.
KD passes to Thompson. The 3. KD can't get it to go. Thunder trailing by 15. And Greg, these poised veterans really seem to have triggered a shift for the Rockets.
At the same time, it's going to be Houston's young talent that determines their future. And they've already shown they can make a major impact.
And that miss makes them 0 for 4 to start this quarter. Not exactly the start they were hoping for.
He drops it in from the low post. KD's got 5 points now this quarter.
Third quarter off to a great start offensively. That's 3 of their first 4 they've made.
Holmgren with a screen on Thompson. Dort misses.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
Thompson sets the pick for Durant. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Hartenstein's got 11 rebounds in the game. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 18 points for him. Nobody near Williams. No good, unable to end this run.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Durant. That falls. Great assist by Van Vliet. Van Vliet's got his 5th assist in this one. Thunder trailing by 19. And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup.
checking out some numbers for Holmgren. Good season for him last year. He put up about 15 points a game last season, 8 rebounds and just over 2 blocks. And he's putting in the effort, and you can see him getting better with time.
And the minutes will increase as he continues to improve.
Williams looking around to the right side. Outside, Dort. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Gets the three-pointer to fall. SGA's got 21 in the game.
That's his first from distance this half, which gives him 3 for the night.
KD finds Van Vliet. And here's Thompson. Jacks up a 3. And there's KD. That's good on the assist by Thompson. Thompson's got 4 assists now tonight. Thunder trailing by 19. SGA passes to Williams. To the paint. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Yeah, and it's gotten physical inside, but Hartenstein making good use of his size right there.
Van Vliet passes to KD. Şengün with a screen on Williams. Van Vliet outside. Just 5 on the clock. Williams against KD. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. KD's got 41. Outside, SGA. Inside. Here's Holmgren. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Holmgren's got 5. You know, the pregame routine is something I know you embraced, and we see that with guys like Curry and Durant. We've heard a lot about what they do. What was the most important part of your pregame regimen, Tim?
Well, you know, Kevin, for me, I was really going to be judged based on catch and shoot percentages. Can I get off threes and can I make threes? So for me, it was all about high volume three-point shooting before the game, getting comfortable from every spot on the floor where I may get a shot.
And same routine every game?
Every game, same thing, and I made sure, of course, I finished on that make.
Wow. And now, let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you. The Thunder are a powerhouse without possessing a bunch of big-name stars. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander said, the front office does a good job of picking players to be a part of the organization, and Coach Mark Daigneault said, our job as a team is for the whole to be better than the sum of the parts. Back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Now here's Williams, following the shot by Kevin Durant. Williams kicks to Holmgren. Williams trying to break free. Holmgren gets the bucket. And it's 7 points for Chet Holmgren.
Now that's got to excite Holmgren's fans. If he keeps improving his handles, watch out. And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. changes. Smith checked in for Tari Eason. And Shepard subbed in for Fred Van Vliet. KD against Williams. Holmgren left side. It's good, and the Rocket lead is cut to just 11 on the basket from Dort.
And the three-point shot wasn't always there for Dort, but he's put in a ton of work on it, and it shows.
And Greg, on a team as stacked as OKC, you can almost forget about Chet Holmgren, who is the number 2 overall pick back in 2022.
And let's give him his flowers, right? The portrait of a modern big man. Shot blocking, shooting range, and plays with an edge.
Well, he's a big guy, but he's also very athletic. Hartenstein playing well above the rim.
Houston leading by 11. It's Durant on the wing. Durant with a strong finish inside.
And I bet he wishes they could play this team every night. Things are going great out there offensively.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Tight defense on him. Can't hit from in close.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Durant for 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 6 assists here tonight.
He was red hot from the 3 in the first half, and he is showing no signs of slowing down.
Holmgren gets the bucket.
Well, he's not the reason they're down right now. He has played smart, efficient basketball.
Houston's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Şengün with the bucket.
And what I love about Şengün, he's not looking to jack up threes. He prefer to bang you down low.
That one good for 2. SGA's got 8 points in the quarter.
And I would say that's the definition of an ankle breaker, fellas. That move was devastating.
Well, that one is going on the highlight reel. He'll be showing that one to his grandchildren someday.
To the middle. Houston moving the ball around. Another bucket. Wow. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Thunder trailing by 17. Outside, SGA. Dort finds Holmgren. Back to Dort. Shoots the 3. Hits it from three-point range. Dort's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Thunder. And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Out there. Houston also making some changes. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Şengün. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Amen Thompson. And Aaron Holiday's subbed in for Shepard. So it's the Rockets now. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. KD draws the double. Bucket is good. Durant's got 53.
And that is killer instinct, just continuing to pile it on.
Wallace, the pass to Williams. Now, Joe. Off target with his three.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Here's Finney-Smith, defended by Caruso. Smith with a screen on Wallace. The shot by Holiday, no good. Thunder trailing by 16. And Greg, the Thunder, NBA champions at last. And still incredibly young.
And this is no fluke. They defended, they shared it, trusted in the system and one another. The league's been put on notice. This team is just getting started.
Now here is Holiday, still without a basket. Finney-Smith finds Smith. And here's Holiday, shot clock at 6. No good on the triple. Now here's Caruso. And there's the drive from downtown. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound. Finney-Smith's got 5 rebounds tonight. Holiday against Wallace. It's taken away by Wallace. Now here's Caruso. He's guarded closer. Wallace looking for an opening. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Durant with the steal. And so it's Houston in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. Back right after this. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Rockets leading by 16. They've got Aaron Wiggins. Williams is out there with Cason Wallace. Then there's Isaiah Joe. And it's Caruso in at the point. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder.
Sometimes effort is more important than size. His rebounding numbers tonight are proof of that.
Pass to Joe. Fires the three. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound. Finney-Smith's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Now here is Smith. There's the three. Rebounded by Joe.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Here's Caruso. Good on the three-point shot. Caruso's got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for the Thunder. About a minute played here in the 4th quarter. Şengün kicks to Smith. Good, and the assist goes to Şengün. Şengün's got 3 assists tonight. Pass to Joe. Outside Williams. Here's the three. It's rebounded by Houston. About a minute and a half into the 4th quarter now. Here's Finney-Smith. The three-pointer, no good. And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. They trail by 16. Outside Williams. For 3. The rebound by Shepard.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
In the corner, Smith with it. Pass to Okogie. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Caruso's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. To the inside, Williams. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Growing up in Arizona, Jalen Williams, Jim, was not an elite prospect.
Well, most stars in this league were blue-chip recruits coming out of high school. But, Kevin, not Williams. He spent 3 years in college developing his game, and he has worked his way into an all-star.
And the first one goes. So, Tim, let me put you in a different hat here. If you're running an NBA franchise, would you rather build around a guard, a wing, or a big man in today's NBA?
I think I'd go with the wing with size, a guy that can create his own offense and for which there is no great defensive matchup. Those guys, to me, are the ones that can help lead you to the promised land.
Well, that sounds like a good blueprint. Now, here is Holiday from outside the arc. Thunder with the rebound. Caruso's got his 5th rebound in this one. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Rockets leading by 14. Here's Finney-Smith. Another miss by Houston. Caruso looking for an opening. Williams passes to Caruso. Outside Williams. It's rebounded by Houston. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Durant kicks to Finney-Smith. That's in, coming off the assist from KD. Finney-Smith's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Here's Wiggins, and he banks in the layup.
They will take that shot every time down the floor if they could. It's just great execution.
Pass to Holiday. Screen by Şengün. The shot by Holiday, no good.
It's been a quiet game for him to this point on the offensive end, but the team has still played well enough to hold the lead.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. A beautiful reverse layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 10 points here in the second half.
Wow, that ball is on a string. SGA breaking ankles out there.
Finney-Smith with it. The kick out to Holiday. Off target from outside.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
If he can just make a couple of buckets, though, this can all be put in his rearview mirror.
Now, here's SGA. Caruso, no good. In the corner, Finney-Smith with it. Outside Holiday. Outside Durant. From 13. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. 55 points for Kevin Durant.
My goodness, what a move there to lose the defender. Got him on his heels, and then he made it look easy from there on in.
Williams gets the bucket.
Well, that's just one of the many things Williams does to help his team. That time stretching the floor with his shooting.
Finney-Smith passes to KD. Back to Finney-Smith. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Thunder trailing by 12. It's tipped. Durant in the corner. And some nice passing there by Houston. And Şengün throws it down.
Even without the explosive athleticism, Şengün still able to play above the rim.
Back to SGA. And that one drops. And that's now 30 points for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, his production is not in question now if he could just get his teammates involved.
Durant for 3. Good! Another from 3.
He's got this defense scrambling, and even when they've got 2 guys on him, he just finds a way to create space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for three-pointers in a single game. That one's in there. Rocket lead is cut down to 12 points on that basket from Wallace. Pass to Finney-Smith. Here's Holiday. And here is Durant. Takes a three. Connects again from distance.
He's now set the team record for most threes in a game. Unreal.
And a lot of it stems from his confidence. Even when he misses, he's sure, he's positive the next one's going to go in. Here's Caruso. From outside, off the mark. Rockets leading by 15. Down low, here's Holiday. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Gilgeous-Alexander.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Houston.
Guys, the D hasn't had an answer for the three-point shooting, which is why they continue to just fire away from deep.
And something else I've liked has been their ball movement. Always finding the open guy with a better look. That is team basketball.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Aaron Wiggins. Holmgren comes in for Alex Caruso. And it's Dort in for Cason Wallace. The Rockets also changing it up. Tari Eason comes in for Jabari Smith. And Amen Thompson subbed in for Dorian Finney-Smith. So it's the Thunder now. 17-point game. SGA against Holiday. And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander.
And that's Shea's favorite spot on the floor. His mid-range game is automatic.
Durant dishes to Thompson. SGA against Holiday. Back to Thompson. 5 to shoot. Here's Eason. And the rejection by Holmgren.
That is just great rim protection by Holmgren.
And here's SGA. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. Down by 15. From deep. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got 14 rebounds tonight. Going after. And now a fast break for the Thunder. Here's Hartenstein.
Well, Dort makes the smart play there. He spots a wide-open shooter and just gets him the ball.
Rockets leading by 13. Durant, the pass to Thompson. Back to Durant. Outside Holiday. KD against Williams. And another one falls. Amazing.
And never in the history of the franchise have we seen a game like this. He's putting on a remarkable performance.
It's their all-time single-game scoring record. Their fans will be reliving this game for a long, long time.
And they got to work harder on the glass. They were getting a lot of those second-chance opportunities in the first half, but those have been almost non-existent here in the second.
Now Durant. Holiday outside. Jacks up a three. The three goes down.
And for Durant, it's just that simple. Get the ball and shoot it.
SGA on the wing. Guarded by Holiday. Got it to go off the glass.
And that's the right decision when you've got a smaller man on you.
If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
Durant down low. He's guarded by Williams. Count it!
Anytime KD gets that look, it's a great possession for this team.
Outside, SGA. Cleared away by Eason. Houston leading by 16.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Rockets.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good shot at the basket. Didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for KD.
Yeah, he was just laser focused in that game. It got to the point where you just knew if he shot it, it was going in.
Fred VanVleet is checked in for Houston. Now Thompson. Eason, screen on Williams. Can't get it to go. Tim, how in the world did Jalen Williams fall into the Thunder's lap with the 12th pick back in that 2022 draft?
Well, Kevin, he played at a mid-major, so he was a bit of a late bloomer. A lot of people saw him as high floor, low ceiling type, and he was an awful fast riser as the draft got here, but still a steal in that late lottery.
And what a smart pick by that organization, huh? My goodness.
They seem to always get it right.
They do. First one falls for him.
Well, he's already an elite player in this league, but Jalen Williams now showing you that desire and hunger to keep getting better and adding to his game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Aaron Wiggins, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Alex Caruso comes in for Holmgren. And it's Cason Wallace in for Dort. Second free throw, no good.
Well, that's the problem, playing catch-up at the end. Every point matters, but at least it wasn't an empty trip.
Here's Okogie. And the three misses. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Here's SGA. It's stolen by Shepard. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
Yeah, that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And now, let's send it over to Allie LaForce, standing by with our player of the game. Allie, take it away.
Kevin, that was a gritty road win. How do you evaluate your performance?
It's a tough place to play. You know, you hear the crowd. It was loud as soon as we stepped on the floor. So, you know, we just tried to play our brand of basketball and just keep growing.
The crowd had nothing on you, though. Congrats on the win.
Good stuff, Allie. Thanks. And that'll do it for the first game of the NBA season. For Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. This is the NBA on 2K Sports. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Kevin Durant.